Hello, hi, welcome to today's topic. We are going to learn on how to become a successful student. What does it take to become a successful student? When you keep doing what you've been doing, even when it doesn't work, you are acting as a victim. When you change your beliefs and behaviors to create the best results, you can become the best successful student. How to read more effectively and understand the topic you are studying. 1. Decide what you want to read, for example, one chapter. 2. Read for not more than 45 to 60 minutes, but make notes. Summarize what you read in your own words. 3. Stop and take a short break. 4. Start the process again and keep this going over a predetermined period. Below are the 4 general guides to becoming a successful student. To remember the rule, simply think of the word core, which stands for C stands for collect, O stands for organize, R stands for rehearse, while E stands for evaluate. Let us now consider the acronym CORE. The first letter of that acronym is collect. To become a successful student, you must collect information. In every single moment, we are constantly collecting perceptions through our 5 senses. Without conscious effort, the brain takes in multitude of sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and physical sensations. Most perceptions disappear within moments. Some, however, such as our first language, stick for our lifetime. Thus, much of what we learn in life we do without intention. In school, however, learning needs to be more conscious. That's because teachers expect you to learn specific information and skills. They also want you to demonstrate that knowledge on questions, tests, exams, term papers, and other forms of evaluation. In school, 2 of the most important ways you'll collect information and skills are through reading textbooks and attending classes. Collecting information through making notes. Remember, there is a difference between taking notes and making notes. It is generally not useful to write down exactly what is contained in a text or to transcribe word for word what teacher or a lecturer says. This way of taking notes is a pretty passive activity and involves parroting what other people have written or said. A better strategy or orientation is to commit to making notes, which is an active way of selecting, condensing, highlighting, structuring, or paraphrasing the ideas and statements of other people. The second part of the acronym CORE is organize. Once we've collected information, we need to make sense of it. That is to say, organize it. When learning in everyday life, we tend to organize collected information in unconscious ways. We don't even realize that we are doing it. However, in school, you need to organize information systematically so it makes sense to you. In fact, making meaning from collected information is one of the most important outcomes of study. The third aspect of the core acronym is evaluate. Life is great at giving us informal feedback about quality of our learning. In schools, however, we are provided with more formal feedback, like weekly tests, term papers, quizzes, lab reports, essays, classroom questions, and final exams. Evaluation, both informal and formal, is an essential component of all learning because without feedback, we could never be sure if our learning is accurate or complete. Important thing to note. Learning doesn't occur on a straight line or on step-by-step basis. At any moment while learning, you may need to jump to different parts of the core system. For example, while rehearsing, you might realize that some information doesn't make sense to you, so you organize it in a different way. At times, you may engage two or more components simultaneously. For instance, when rehearsing studying materials, you are probably evaluating your mastery of that knowledge at the same time. Thus, you can expect to use the four components of the core learning system in any order and in any combination. Remember, successful students will always use the core system in their studies. That is, they will collect information, they will organize that information systematically, they will rehearse that information, and evaluate themselves by taking exams. Thank you for listening, and I wish you good studies.